Uh, come on. Oh, balls. I probably should have checked to see the stream key. Oh, come on. You're going slow again. Uh, how did you not? How? Duplicate stream key. There we go. That might have fixed it. All right, stream is healthy. Stream settings. That's locked in. Stream health. It looks fine. Hang on, eh, let me unpause and see if it's still going in slow motion. Huh? I'll wait for a bit. Alright, it's still going slow. Is it saying the bitrate's bad? Alright. Oh, it looks like it's saying the bitrate is too high. At least on Twitch. It is still that far behind. Alright, that's not good. So, let me go back to the settings on YouTube. I do wonder if... Whoops. I do wonder if this is happening to, like, all the streamers right now, or just me. Let's see. Yeah, it's saying error duplicate stream key. Like, okay, yeah, I get that. Open this. Are you kidding? Your current stream bitrate, which is about 6K kilobytes, is higher than recommended. We recommend that you do 2,500. That will look like dog shit. Let me go to saying default stream key, so I can't change it. But I can't change my bitrate midstream. Ah! Thank you, Memento, for being here for support. Alright, I'm just gonna close Twitch for now. Alright. Please use a refresh. Alright, how do I edit? Oh yeah, there is a slow mode, but that is only for messages. I love it. There's an error that just says, please use a key frame frequency of 4 seconds or less. Your current key rate or keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. Like, oh, that's why it's half speed. Stream settings. Eh. I want to go back. There we go. I'll just call it ba ba
ba ba ram
ba ba ba
ba ba ba ba ba ram
ram. Is it ram or ram? All right. What was it? Skibbity bop. Or no. Bada. And then in.
We're all about a good day on the fucking beach.
And then parentheses.
Now mosh like the waves. Side to fucking side.
Alright, I'll set you for ba 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 ba. There we go. I made a new stream key. Now, shut up and accept it.
It reads like ba 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 ram.
RTMP. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. Start sending us your video so that you can go live. It is live now! Why is the stream way back there? Go as close to live as you can.
Is that now?
That's well, it was now.
But when will then be now?
There, I'll type up, down, up, down, up, down, blah, blah. Oh, you know what? That might be right. Stream's giving you karma for Garrett hating women and James ignoring alcoholism.
It's a vicious cycle.
Oh, no. All right.
If you ignore my problem, I will hate women. I'll give you a bigger problem.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. All right. Streamless. Ugh. Hair got my mouth. Oh, wait. I didn't turn on manual settings. All right. Let me go back to default stream, or look at default stream. I can't turn on the... I can't turn on the... All right. Garrett's career is in your hands. All right, okay. Let me try making it. I think I have it again. We're gonna make another stream key. Bizaby dips on skunk.
Mormons fuck TM.
Does that mean trademark, or do you mean the letter T and the letter M just on their own?
I mean, that was one of our names before we came up with the Banandits.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Let me go back down. Oh, I can. Okay. I'll just make it run.
What were we before the Banandits? And then we changed last minute before our first episode.
Oh. It was like... It was like a mixture of our names.
Oh, Jammer G's.
That's what it was.
Jammer
yes.
G's.
Turn on 60 FPS option. Here we go. Skip it.
Skonks. Bah! I gave you that list of names, and like one of them was just Mormons fuck TM.
You brought that up again when we were playing Dead Space.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? And you were like, that's us.
I had like 15 pages of just names I wrote in big letters, but yeah, I ran out of ideas, and on the last one it was that.
I do like the Jammer G's.
Jammer G's.
Cool.
was a good name, but I like the Banandits from that D&D game that we played.
Oh yeah.
It was such a good name.
I don't even know where we came with that name.
It was because of the scheme that I pulled
Well,
with the banana peels.
I know, but was it because
And we
it
were
went so-
bandits.
Yes.
And we were the Banandits. Yes. In our van, the banana hammock.
Come on, James.
And then we would get a giant ship and call it the Banana Republic.
All right, is it working now? Connect streaming software to go live. Good news.
If we broke up, you would be Jammer and I'd be G's.
But like at a hyphen at the end of my name and a hyphen at the beginning of yours on your channel.
Yeah.
Like something was cut out.
Half of a hyphen.
Finn.
Halfin.
Halfin. I like that. All right. Why is...
You'd be Banana and I'd be Ditz.
You ever...
Do you love me?
Yeah, I do.
Do 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 do.
All right, I'm waiting for YouTube to load again. Because I made a new stream key that will make it follow a different bit rate.
We follow a different rate.
All right, let me. All right, bye, ramp. All right, go away. Let me. Now, just to see if it actually is me. Let me try this.
Skonkibity.
Skonkibity.
Kitsizzle.
Kipsizzle. Skunkibity Kipsizzle.
TM.
No parentheses. TM. Alright, turn on manual settings. I will just put it at 1080.
Put it 360.
No! Alright, you know, I'll just do 720 for this one just to see. I won't even... Alright, I won't put 60 frames per second.
Memento, I'm sure they are way ahead of us.
Alright, Skonkibity Riz, Kipzizzle, TM, please work. Connect. Because earlier it was like, alright, it's going, and do I have to...
Maybe we should name the next one, I Hope This Works.
Yeah.
Nah, the other one, it's Waluigi's moving slower than what's on our screen. Wait.
That is what we're capturing. That is what YouTube is receiving.
Oh, man, they just like...
And this one is like 45 seconds behind at minimum.
And it would just keep getting slower. Well, no, the gap between then and now would be exponential.
Stream setup guide. No, we already have this downloaded and set up. Yes.
Now, how much dedicated wham have you jived into this crack?
Dedicated wham. Let me see. Dedicated wham.
Did you eyes into the server?
Right now, it's only taking up 450 megabytes.
That's
But I
all-
have it set to take as much as it needs.
Well, a gigabyte of RAM ought to do it.
It would. Alright. So. What the fuck?
It's now going back and forth. Oh,
I
that's
did that
fucked.
like 2.5 minutes
that's
ago.
fucked.
Alright, we'll go to wonky is my output. Alright, I don't want to set it lower than 6,000 because then it doesn't actually record anything good. Oh, wait. My recording bitrate is 10,000. My streaming is 6,000. Okay, so I can just... I'm a fool. I don't know what this will affect right now, but I'll just... 5,000. Alright, let me refresh. Yeah, you're still... Want to make this a podcast? Because we can't do anything.
So, James, a bunch of women went into space the other day.
For the first time?
Well, a bunch of them at once. I guess for the first time. Katy Perry was there.
Why? Actually, no. Continue.
She's
I'll
rich.
ask questions later.
I've fucking Bezos went up there.
And they brought him back. They had a chance.
Now, I will say, well, I mean, the song's already out there, but man, I Kissed a Girl. That's a
The
good
song is already out there.
That's a good song. Fireworks. Pretty good.
Wasn't she only up there for like 5 minutes, or was I misled?
Yeah. I heard, I saw a funny meme where it was like, it showed like Homelander with a disgruntled face. And it's like the astronauts that were stuck in space for like 8 months looking at Katy Perry, who kissed the ground after 10 minutes in space or something like that.
Oh my god.
Just this fucking girl.
It was ridiculous. How do I even...
Yeah, but going to space, I would say, would be a very freaky thing.
Why is this called Banandits live stream?
Yeah, it's live stream.
Is that what we are called?
We've only had 12 episodes of that Kingdom Hearts.
Yep. It doesn't feel like more or
It
less.
feels like, well, we've been doing Kingdom Hearts
Since last
for a
March.
fucking while now. Not complaining, but I was like, shit, it's all kind of blending together at this point.
Yes. Because Kingdom Hearts 2, I counted, we did 16 streams of that. And
I think, well, one we
was
did
like
a lot because you also did the challenge run. That was when we did, when we had the thing of like, we're going to do a challenge run after every game. And then after that, I was like, let's just do the stories for a bit and then maybe go back and do challenge runs.
because I was like, I'm up for that. Why'd we stop? And you're like, we don't have to do that over after every game. Eventually, I was like, you know what? You're right. We don't.
It's definitely a fun idea.
It is.
Doing a challenge run every now and again,
but we can't do it every single time.
Yeah. Because like it's like Kingdom Hearts 2, instead of 16 streams, it would have been 32, which is more than half of a year.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Because we do...
One a week, and then sometimes we can't make that stream.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. At some point last year, I was like, all right, you will have a day, then I'll have a day, and then we'll have a goof game for both of us, like on a Wednesday. Before that, it was the same game.
Oh, yeah, it was 3 days a week,
Yeah.
the same game. I remember, I think, was the last one we did Sekiro? Was that the last one where it was like, okay, the same game every time? That's the last one I can remember.
Don't know.
Maybe it was Resident Evil 4.
That sounds more accurate, yes.
That was probably afterward. Because, yeah, the OG Resident Evil 4.
Oh, wait. Maybe I should change the... Where is it? Maybe I should change the category to just, like, hanging out. Oh, dang, it won't let me.
Just stream slow. We're just having a chat now.
yeah. Stream wonky. Hang on. We chattin.
We chatting and chatting and
Chaplin.
gonna flatten.
Was that the prime minister dude that smoked a shit ton of cigars?
No.
Or not Chaplin, that's Churchill.
That's Churchill. Charlie Chaplin's
That was a way different guy.
the silent film star.
Oh, okay.
Although there was one movie where he portrayed Hitler. I really want to see it because at the end of it, he gives this very lovely speech of how we should unite everybody and not discriminate against the color of skin or creed or way and all this stuff. Let's just stand up and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. Still a Nazi though.
I love that.
I'm pretty sure if Hitler,
But-
I'm pretty sure if Hitler would just like stood outside, and was like, I think I was wrong. He would catch a bullet so fast because he popped his head out. He wouldn't even.
No one wouldn't even give him a chance to say a word.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't even think he would have gotten a chance to say anything.
I could draw you a sit and talk background for moments like these. I would love that. We could have that set on invisible, and the moment something goes wrong, I can hit tick, and then it pops up. I would love that. I would pay for that, actually. Oh, we can't have the stream get a little bit dim 5 minutes from now whenever they see it.
Yeah.
I had to watch Nazi Donald Duck for a propaganda lesson today. Very odd feeling after being fixated on KH1. Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was an
was in the
old
Nazi
cartoon.
army.
It was a dream that he had where he was building. There was a portion where he was building munitions for the Nazi army.
First was training, and then that, and then yeah.
And then, like, he was doing stuff with ammunition, and then all of a sudden a picture of Hitler showed up. And then he was, like, saluting all this stuff. And then he woke up, and there was, like, a shadow of what looked like Hitler or something like that. And he about saluted, and he was like, wait a second. I'm not a Nazi. And then that was it.
I'm not dreaming anymore. What if actually he was?
He has a Fanta on his like nightstand and some like crack next to him. He's like, but was it a dream?
No, you just say white powder.
So-
All I can think of is he like wipes his nose like, oh man, and then he pulls his hand away and there's powder.
A Nestle meth chocolate bar.
It had meth in it.
Yeah, that's what they gave to the soldiers in World War II. Nestle made meth chocolate bars.
Okay, I had heard that like in Vietnam.
Well,
they
it was
gave 'em-
amphetamines, but it was
Okay.
very like
That, yes.
what you get at the pharmacy and then what you get on the streets is like one electron away. I don't know what it's very close.
Because I'm on something called dextroamphetamine, which is for like ADHD, but also like during like Vietnam and like that era, they gave them dextroamphetamine, but not like the diluted what I have version.
Oh, they call
them stay awake pills.
Oh,
It would
I
keep 'em up
heard
for
of
days.
what pilots take, and they call them go pills.
That might be another name for them. What I
Hey.
heard in like the history documentary thing, like this old soldier like called them like that, but I'm sure they had many names.
Huh.
But I was like, he was like, yeah, I used those to stay up for 4 or 5 days, and I was like,
That's not
holy
good.
shit! Like,
not
yeah,
good.
that's not good. Like, wow, the fact that it kept you up that long. Also, I understand you're in the field. You might not have had chances to like swap watches, but I don't even want to be like, go to, like take a nap, because what if that gets him killed? But it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Is there anything else you can do?
There might not have
please?
been a good place to nap.
I can totally, but I can totally draw a background if you want. Yes, please. I consent to. I consent to having a thing, please.
Can it be like just a gorilla, like wide-mouthed, about to like chomp into a banana.
And the banana is kicking and screaming.
Yes. And his family is
watching.
close to the side, screaming in horror.
I just imagine there's like one that has a touch of the tism like me, where like everyone's like, no, and he's just like staring at the flowers. It's not even trained. It's just like this dude is like fucking fascinated by nature.
One is just a Gilbert grape banana. Just,
Oh gosh.
you're hiding again, Dad.
You overestimate my drawing ability, I think. It could be a stick banana, and I'd be like, sweet! Ah, there it is!
Ah, there's the dim.
Woo! It's okay. We fix it quickly. It's taking a long time to fix. Because I very quickly, like after 3 seconds, said, oh, I should make this not be like that. I should make it... bleh. It's going less than than half speed. It's like going at a third or a quarter. Oh, I should probably go to Twitch again and change our tag thing. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm sorry. I didn't have chat open. But it's okay. I'm coming back.
It's just the
the
spammers and the scammers.
It's memento, but on Twitch, it's okay. I imagine.
Do you want viewers who fucking rule? Come over to Stream Boo.
Like try to plug all the holes, like the kid, like what was it, like the Polish kid or whatever, like put the finger in the dam. And all I can think of is like memento being like, it's okay. I'm keeping chat alive. Don't give up.
Do you want viewers who crush Nos and fucking snort Monster?
If you
go stream.
Can I change the stuff right now? Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. All right, hang on. Let me see if... Oh, edit stream info. Boo! All right, category. Right now, no. We're going for, was it just life? Just chatting. We're going to get so many people in here.
There you go.
You know what? I'm just going to...
If this takes off, us just chatting, we might as well just fucking start a Minecraft.
No. Then we'll... bad things happen to people that turn into Minecraft streamers.
Fuck, dude.
That's like fucking being like, man, I wish I had Pandora's box. Excuse me?
Wish I had a Subway sandwich right now.
Oh my gosh. How is it still dark on stream? Oh, wait, we're not live. Never mind. There we go. Wait. Let me go to whenever it started being dark. All right, it started at... Let's see when that was. It was, we'll say, about 3:55. It kept going... until...
There was another time when...
Oh, darn. Never mind.
darkened again.
It's minuses. All right, so for over 2.5 minutes, that was dark. And I, like, wiggled this after maybe 10 seconds at most.
Oof.
Oh, God.
So fun. I had sushi. You had sushi for the first time?
I think the first time I had sushi, I can't even remember what it was called, but that's okay. The first sushi I had like slices of like those tiny tangerines.
Ooh.
And I was like, I thought sushi was supposed to, it's fish and it's rice stuff, so I would assume, all right, savory or salty or something. But whenever I took a bite and it was like, this is sweet, but like the other stuff has a hint of salt, but it's not like that candy salty sweet thing. It was like a totally different one, and I'm like, I don't hate this, and that confuses the fuck out of me. Cause it's like, imagine, oh gosh, like putting like a fruit or something like on a steak, and then having a bite and being like, this is actually fucking good. Like, it sounds way out there, but it's one of those like, if it was good, yeah, it's like, what if it was good? Then it's like, oh shit, like, this is good, but it shouldn't be good.
You know what? Pineapple on pizza, I like to shit on it, but
I've never had it, so I can't speak badly.
It's really not bad. It's not bad. I won't go out to say it's my favorite pizza. I won't go out to say, man, I could really go for pineapple pizza. But it's not bad.
I've heard people's biggest gripes with it wasn't even, oh, it should be on pizza. It's usually whenever people put pineapple on pizza, it's like oversaturated in liquid, so it like makes the rest of the pizza soggy.
That's, yeah.
It's like, oh, I can totally get behind that. But if it's like been like heated a bit and like the outside's dry, but there's still some in the middle where you bite it, and, like there's stuff.
You just get it out of the, like you eat it right out of the oven.
I don't want my pizza to turn into a stew.
Yes.
I just want it to be a half No. Everything in life is either, what was it? Hot dog, hamburger, or taco. Or sandwich, hot dog, or taco, or something like that. I can't remember who. It was Pirate Software that said that, but I can't remember the three things. One was taco, one was sandwich, and I can't remember what the other one was. It was like, everything can be broken down into this. I was like, what?
Well,
it was like three basic like foods. Was like everything is this shape in some way or form.
And burrito.
That might be it. Because one was covered on top and bottom. One is covered on three sides, which taco.
Taco and hot dog.
Okay, so either or. And then burrito it is covered completely by a thing. And like those are the big things.
Plus or minus a side. Because you could have both sides closed, but oftentimes one side is always open. One end of that burrito is always open.
It might have been that it was just... No, that wouldn't make sense either. It might have been instead of covered on two sides or whatever for hot dog, it was just... there's one opening or something. I wish I could remember the short, but it was like... Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, then again, like, what's the difference between a burger and a sandwich?
How the meat was prepared. Actually, however, whatever goes in it is prepared. Usually,
because
burger is toasted, maybe not toasted, but like warm and melting stuff.
You use burger buns, but if you have a chicken breast in there instead of a hamburger, it's a chicken sandwich.
Oh, instead of a chicken burger, it is a sandwich.
So a hamburger is completely defined by the patty. The hamburger patty.
Oh, dang. That messes with me.
Everything else, like if you just take those same buns from the burger, same trimmings, same everything, and just take the hamburger patty out and put in a chicken breast, it's a chicken sandwich.
Oh, balls. Come back to me, brain. Or, no, come back to my brain thought. I had a something, and then it went away. Come back. Okay, I looked at Twitch chat, and I was like, okay, that's a bot. And then I was thinking about something. What was I thinking about? What were we talking about just now?
So, tacos and hamburgers are tacos and hot dogs are very similar in that they cover three sides. They're more of a U-shaped covering. But hot dog, there has to be a wiener with whatever else.
Yeah,
and then taco, there's like layers. There's like the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, the tomatoes, all that stuff. Sour cream if you like. But what if you put a hot dog inside of a taco shell.
I love how you get like, but what if
And then
instead of this?
cheese, and the chili, and the lettuce, and the tomatoes on top. And then you put the shell inside of a hot dog bun.
I just imagine that you're talking about this with the same intensity.
I'm in a cathedral.
You talk about this with the same like intensity and wonder, passion you would like talk about philosophy. And now you're like talking about like food the same way, and it's like really makes me happy that it can be about like a sandwich or it can be about the secrets of the universe. You ponder things. And that
James,
makes me
being
happy.
honest, half of what you said, I don't know what happened, but my brain just like
tuned me out.
I faced you, and then I was looking at you, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
No. You could have just said, "I looked at you and oh fuck," and I would like, I
And
know.
you were already back on the hot dog sandwich philosophy, and I was like, "Okay, we're back here. I'm following."
Long story short, I like how you ponder things.
Okay, thank you.
It makes me be like, yes, okay, people like you exist. This makes me happy that there's actually deep thinkers about even just simple things, and that's good.
Thank you.
We need that.
Thank you.
But I remember what I was going to say, because you're saying how if it's a chicken leg...
Don't
Chicken
touch
leg?
me.
No, not chicken leg.
Don't fucking
if it's,
touch me.
If it's like...
Stop touching me.
I was holding my phone.
Okay. Just stop.
You're cold. Are you okay?
Am I cold?
I touched your shoulder and you're a bit cold.
I feel fine.
Oh, it might be... Well, no. I was like, you're drinking something, so it should expand your capillaries, which makes you, like, feel warm.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, like... So, I don't know, then. You should be very warm right now.
Memento, Demon King, I'm back on the wagon. Or am I off of it?
You're off the wagon.
I'm off the wagon. My tooth is healed.
Actually, balls.
Ish.
I don't know which one it is.
The bones still hurt, but the flesh is okay.
All right, if someone says that they fell off the wagon, that means that they drank. So, yes, you're off the wagon.
I'm off the wagon again.
But I remember the thing, but I'll answer chat before that. Have you guys seen Food Wars? No, is that the one where people are like splooging over food, for lack of a better word?
Is it on the Food Channel?
No, it's an anime.
Oh.
I think Jay might have told you about this. Where like
Or Food Network?
no,
One of those cable shows. There's a
Food Network, yes.
Food Network, okay.
But like it's think of the most well detailed comic that you've ever read. Now imagine that level of detail, but it's only food.
The
They're showing.
first John Constantine Hellblazer series of comics.
I forget
Volume
older
one.
ones. Older comics are like much more detailed, even if the
Oh,
color looks
grotesque.
off now.
More vibrant colors, and it was grotesque looking people.
Yeah, I forgot about
Think
that.
of a Catholic priest eating a crucifix because he's so fucking hungry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn. That's like, whoa.
That is very much. Yeah, it's
so symbolic.
It's very it starts off with a bang, that series of comics.
But it was that, but it was strictly about like chefs making food, and it was like, because I'm pretty sure you've seen at least one Studio Ghibli movie,
Yes.
and like whenever you see like any food like in one of those movies, it looks super high detailed, or you look at that and you're like, I'm starving now.
Yeah.
And that looks wonderful.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, literally any of the food that they
Any of the food
have,
scenes.
it looks so good. The Hobbit beginning food scenes when the dwarves come into the house, like all the food that was like on the table, I'm like, that looks really good. And like half it was like cheese. That might have been why.
I remember that one time you were talking about Garrett. I will smoke grass with you. The first, or I was talking to you about like I'm kind of open to it, and you're like, Garrett, I'll smoke with you, and we can watch the Lord of the Rings together. And you were like, now the food scenes are going to show up and you're going to really want to eat. And then another food scene will show up about like 30 minutes later, and will forget that we ate the first time.
Yes. I forgot about this. Because I was trying to explain like the munchies in a way that wasn't just you get hungry. It's not that you get hungry. It's just you think about food, and because every sense is heightened, food sounds good just in general.
Yeah.
It's kind of like after you eat, and then someone's like, we have ice cream or we have a whatever dessert, and you felt full 10 seconds ago, and then suddenly like, I am full, but I feel like I can take this and I won't be sick, like to a certain level. It's like there's a second compartment in your stomach for desserts, I guess.
Have you ever heard of Mario?
Oh, Marble Hornets.
Marble Hornets. Oh, the start of Slender Man.
No. Was it that?
I think that was it.
Oh yeah, I
saw maybe like the first few episodes or something. And then I was like, I don't want to go through this whole thing.
I saw a spoof of that by the guy that did Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged, Little Karibo. It was called, instead of Marble Hornets, it was called Concrete Giraffes. And it was just like two of the characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series, like with a video camera trying to find stuff. It was so like stupid, but also like I know this is a parody, therefore this makes it funnier because it's these people from the Bridge series that are doing the investigating. I don't trust them to like find a spoon in the cupboard kind of thing. It was really fun. It was like back in like the early 2010s that it came out. It was a long time ago. But the thing that when you're talking about chicken sandwich, but burger. Yes. Like, you notice how there's like chicken leg, turkey leg, like all legs. But whenever you get to lamb, leg gets front loaded. It is never lamb leg. It is always called leg of lamb. You ever notice that?
I think it's just whatever rolls off the tongue. Lamb leg? No, leg of lamb.
Chicken grabbers.
Chicken grabbers.
It's just the talons, but they've like shriveled up.
Fixated.
So that was like the creepypasta start of Slenderman?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a series of videos, like found footage type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Chicken grabbers. Chicken jockey. Remember that meme?
No, what is it?
Do you actually not know about chicken
No,
jockey?
I'm being deadly serious. What is chicken jockey?
All right, James. So the Minecraft movie came out, and there's a new thing called chicken jockey. It's where this baby zombie is a jockey on a chicken. So he's riding this chicken around.
What?
And it has a very famous scene from Jack Black where he's tied up on the corner of this wrestling ring, and he goes, "Chicken jockey," and then everybody in the theater starts throwing their food and drinks around, and then at one point, two people dressed up as creepers got on each other's shoulders and held a live chicken really up, like way up high.
Like Lion King style.
They snuck a chicken in the theater.
What?
And there's another scene where they did flint and steel. Like he's like, flint and steel. And then somebody then proceeded to pull out a bunch of fireworks.
No!
And lit it up in the theater and started throwing it around. Caused fire in a theater.
Oh my god! I'd heard of a jockey in general, which is like a zombie or something on a spider, right?
Yes, I mean the jockey. It started as
it wasn't supposed
jockey,
to be a thing.
Like, it was horse racing, like those smaller guys on those horses. They're called jockeys.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But like apparently, the whatever jockey, not the the chicken one, but like the regular zombie or whatnot that was on a spider. From what I'd heard, like way back whenever this first happened, that wasn't supposed to be a thing. Like the ride pig or whatever thing was supposed to be like only for pigs. This might have been before horses.
I didn't even know you could ride a pig.
If you have to find a saddle, you can't craft it, and you have to get a carrot on a stick, and then you can ride a pig around. It's awesome.
I thought you said you have to find a pig, and I was like, James, that is almost exclusively the first thing that I find in Minecraft.
I can never find sheep, but apparently that was a bug. Like the getting on the spider, like that wasn't supposed to be possible, and then that like really blew up, and then it became an actual like feature.
I did not know that.
Now this is like what I've heard, but it was like all Minecraft forums, memes, whatnot. It was on one of those like, hey, did you know this is how this started kind of things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I don't have it in writing, but that's what I saw.
I finally found netherite in the nether the other day. It's supposedly better than diamonds. You can make netherite armor, and then I guess they patched it to where now it's like a inlay thing that you put on your diamond armor to make it stronger.
Oh, okay.
It's apparently the rarest thing you can find in Minecraft, and then I proceeded to find like 20 in like one sitting. I was playing with my girlfriend, and she was like, you're gonna have a very hard time finding it. I was like 20 seconds
You're
later.
Like, this?
I'm like, wait, is it this? And she's like, is that weird like swirl, like cinnamon roll looking thing? I was like, yep. She goes, oh yeah, that's it. And I pick at it, and then I was like, oh, there's 2. Got the other one, and then I mined a ways away, and I was like, oh, I just found 3 more. And then went elsewhere, found more netherite in a chest. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And then I mined even more, and I was like, oh, here's some more. And then just...
Was she happy, or was she just like, what the fuck?
At first, she was like, what the fuck? And then I guess like she came to the conclusion of like, I guess it's more prevalent than I thought. Like, this guy who... I've done jack shit with Minecraft stuff.
Yeah, me too.
It's the most I've ever done with redstone is I found out I could use it as a fuse for dynamite.
Yeah, that's about as far as I went too.
I could just and just like I could hit a switch, and then it's just, and like I did it so I could like set off multiple things of dynamite at once. And then
oh yeah, I gotcha.
That's the most I've ever done. Every other time I'm just mining, and then build a house, mining, make bigger house, mining some more, make funny statues, mining some more. It's mainly mining. Mining is like the one where like my brain just turns off, and I'm just
don't even have to think about anything.
And what's funny is most of it, I'm actually just building a mine. Like I'm mining, and then I'm making the mine nicer as I go.
That is good.
Yeah. It's like I'm destroying, but I'm making it beautiful at the same time.
No, not that far.
I saw that. Yeah, Jack Black went into a theater and was telling people to calm down. Like he made himself out to be a lame movie theater man. Was like, if you guys would like not freak out whenever Jack Black says chicken jockey, and then he fucking like walks out with a pickaxe and a helmet.
That is fucking
And then he
awesome.
starts trotting around the theater and everything. It's just a bunch of like 12-year-olds just, what the fuck? Ah!
It's him! The pig with the crown on its head was meant to be an Easter egg to a YouTuber that passed away. I'd heard about that guy.
They said, it was like, oh, is he the king here? He's like, no, he's a legend. And I don't know about... The only Minecrafting videos I ever saw was Markiplier's Drunk Minecraft.
I forgot about that.
God, I remember laughing my ass off.
I just remember him doing something, just being like, zombie! Blow it up! Zombie! And then I can't remember what her name was, but it was like Zombie's girlfriend or something. And like he said something that was like
He said, like, all the women want to jump on zombies' bones.
Yeah, something like that. Then she made his life hell for like the next 2 to 3 minutes. And he's like, no, please, no. And then Marcus died. It was so funny.
I remember, I think my favorite episode was when they were making statues of each other. And it was Mark, Bob, and Wade. And I was dying. I remember that was a very special moment because I was a freshman in high school. Well, whenever I was watching those videos, I was a freshman in high school. And then my girlfriend at the time, which was my first girlfriend, gave me a Christmas break care package, which was a bunch of candy and orange Fanta. And I ate all of it in one night, binge watching Drunk Minecraft during Christmas break.
That sounds amazing.
No response. Think of this, James. You're 15 years old.
Yeah.
You have no responsibilities.
Yeah.
Football is on break because we're on Christmas break. You're just at home for 2 weeks.
Nice.
You're laying down in bed. It's like 9:30 at night. You're starting your thing. You have a whole bag filled with 100 grand bars, Mr. Good bars, Reese's, Paydays, fucking Twizzlers, a 6-pack of Orange Crush.
Oh my god.
And just so much candy, some beef jerky, and you're just eating it. And then like Fallout 4 is like right in front of you. Like you got it, yeah, like paused.
It was that far back.
You got paused because you're like, I gotta watch Drunk Minecraft. You're laying down in bed too, and you're just like, you're drinking the orange Fanta and you're eating all those 100 grand bars.
All I can imagine.
The amount of content that is in that bed right there was.
That sounds awesome, but I also imagine, like, let's say an hour and a half to 2 hours later. I just picture you.
I have a lot of
quickly
rappers.
running to the bathroom, vomiting profusely, and then on your way back to your bed, you just pass out on the floor.
No, I stayed up
from
that
the
whole
sugar
night.
coma.
Stayed up that whole night watching that shit.
I can't do all-nighters anymore.
Neither can I. It's very difficult. And sometimes I think like maybe I could pull it off, and then like it becomes 3 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah,
I'll take even like 3 hours of sleep. It's better than not having any sleep.
I struggle with insomnia sometimes, and there have been some nights where like it's 4 in the morning and I'm laying there like, or no, I take that back, where it's like, we'll say 1 or 2, and I'm like, I still can't fall asleep, so I just get on my phone, I start watching YouTube or something, and then after a while, whenever it's like 4 or something, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna lay my head down and try again, and then that works, even though I only get like 2 hours. Yesterday, I was so bleh because the night before I was struggling with insomnia, and I was like, I'm not going to try to go back to bed the second time. I'm not letting you have this, brain. Fuck you. Stop with the insomnia. This is I'm getting back at you for not letting me sleep kind of thing. And then, like, as soon as, like, it was time to go to work, I'm like, I feel like I'm going to die. And then I had coffee, and I was like, I feel like I'm going to die less.
I have a couple of times just had a little shot of NyQuil, and then I conk out so fast.
I wish NyQuil did that to me still.
Oh god, it works so well.
I believe it. Like the old, like, what was it, Dimetap? Do you
I
remember
heard
that as a kid?
I've always heard that was very tasty.
It was grape, but like so much more. I don't know how to put it other than that. Imagine grape plus experiencing the universe. I know that sounds like way like, what the fuck? I'm not kidding. Because it was like a sweet flavor, but whenever you swallowed it, it didn't have that too sweet kind of thing. But it also could be, I was a kid, so there was no roof where it became too sweet for me. So, And also, it did a great job of, you'd have that, and then 30 minutes later, you could have just woken up, and it's like 8 in the morning, You are falling back asleep in half an hour. It does not matter.
I have knocked myself out with my own inhaler one time. I couldn't breathe one night, and my inhaler was expired. I just kept puffing it. And then I got so groggy. I remember I was on my knees on my bed, just and just watching a TV, and then all of a sudden, just out. I was out, black.
I don't think the
Nothing.
mic even picked you up.
Just
clapping.
Out.
There you go. These mics are good at cutting out sound.
But it was very here. It was out.
There you go.
And it was almost instantaneous that I got back up. But 8 hours had passed.
So for you, it was like your head went down, you blinked, and then head came up. And
No,
you're like,
my whole body.
oh,
went
your whole body just
down.
went down. Okay.
And luckily, I was on my bed. I was like face down on my bed, and then just I was right back up. I was like, oh shit.
So it felt to you like you bounced, basically.
Yes.
That's got to be so weird because you knew, like, it's dark outside, it is night. You wake up and you're like, what happened?
It was the most refreshing sleep I've ever had. And then your cousin says, yeah, you died. I'm like, huh?
Your expired inhaler. Oh, did catch both claps? Okay, good. The expired inhaler like cranked your lungs up to like 180%.
I had like 20 puffs.
Oh, so you were at 300% overdrive.
Yes.
All right, back to chat. Have you seen any of Markiplier's Choose Your Own Adventure projects?
No.
I haven't heard of that. That sounds awesome, though. I can't do all-nighters anymore, old asses.
True.
Yeah, there was a time whenever I was younger where I had a sleepover at a friend's, and we were playing Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 2 had just come out, and he had it, and I hadn't played it yet. That's not important to the story. I just remember that. And he conked out at some point during which the sun was down. I can't remember what time. It was just after sunset. And I kept playing until the sun came up, and I didn't realize. Or rather, like, I knew, like, oh, time's passed. I've been playing for a long time. I just didn't know how long. And the sun came up, and suddenly I was like, oh, I did an all-nighter. And my body was like, he realized, make him feel shitty.
Yes.
And then, like, when they were driving me back home, and I was, like, falling asleep with, like, my face smushed against the window, it was pouring rain outside. And my friend's dad, who was, like, a fun dad, I thought, when I was younger, but now I realize, oh, he might have just been an asshole. Or, like, I'd fall asleep on the window, and then he would start to roll it down. So, like, my face would go down, but also it would start raining on my neck. And that would make me bolt up like, what is that?
Just have an episode.
Oh, gosh, they hit the button. And I just start having that
You start
freak
stimming out and like grabbing the wheel.
Oh, it's the Who Killed Markiplier kind of thing. That was a Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that one?
No, never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Because I'd heard Who Killed a Markiplier, never watched it. It was just, oh, I heard that word, that phrase or whatever, and then nothing else. But like, oh, okay. And I'm guessing there's another one that was like Markiplier in space.
He made some movies. I think one of them was in space.
Was it actually in space? Probably not.
No. A YouTuber's money may be big, but not that big.
I imagine one of the things they could have done for like
Ours
the low
is
gravity
certainly
thing.
not that
No, we can't. We can't even afford like stunt doubles. Actually, that would be expensive. But I imagine one of the things they could have done to simulate low gravity is they go in like I don't know if it's a jet or whatever, but they go like straight up, and then like while they're doing that, you're like basically laying on the ground because the amount of G's that you're experiencing Because like at 1G, you experience 1 times Earth's gravity, like all that. So for me, it'd be like 180s-ish or whatever. 2Gs, it'd be like I'm carrying 360, like it multiplies. You would be experiencing upwards of 8, maybe, because of the speeds. So they would go up, and you'd be like, eh! And then they would go straight down. And during the time which we were going straight down, the people inside experienced no gravity because of how fast they were going down. And then whenever they were getting ready to like getting too close to the ground, they would like level out and go up, and they would give you warning saying like, do not be standing, lay down. Because otherwise it would be like a let's just say health hazard to be standing. Because I imagine like your knees are locked, all the G's hit you, and then your knees just snap.
Like if you're in a falling elevator, you want to lay down on the floor.
No, I want to jump whenever.
Just before it lands.
Did you have that as a kid?
You just like rocket through the ceiling.
Did you have that belief as a kid that like if an elevator fell and in all the movies they're like, oh gosh, they're in an elevator and then it fell and they died? Me as a kid was just like, oh, you can just jump up right before it hits and you'll be fine.
Thing is, you don't know when it's gonna hit
You
the
don't
ground.
realize that? And also like on Mythbusters, they were like, you could be sitting on a chair with like basically a cannon of like pressurized air pointed like at your ass to like to offset it. That wouldn't be enough. Like you'd hit the ceiling and you'd like crush your neck. But also it was like, we can't do enough to like offset this safely. So if you are in a elevator and it falls, nothing can save you.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, stairs then. I'll get healthier then. There's Who Killed Markiplier,
What's up, Nexus?
Heist with Markiplier, A Date with Markiplier, and In Space with Markiplier.
Bitch.
That's the one. Okay. There was that many. All right. If like just now, like suddenly the stream is like click and goes normal speed, I'll be like, ah! I wouldn't even be happy at that point. I'd be very pissed.
I don't know how long our screen's been dimmed, but we'll probably get to that on the YouTube stream. I don't know, like 5 minutes from now or some shit.
No, it will be a lot longer because it was dim for like, I'll say at most 20 seconds, and on stream it was like over 2.5 minutes. So I'm like, with how long that is,
Oh, fuck,
it will
yeah.
be stream will be over by the time it catches up, maybe. Oh wait, is it dark still? Oh, it's still light. The dark hasn't even hit it. Oh gosh. All right, Garrett, what are you reading? What's your newest comic?
Right now I'm reading the Elden Ring manga.
And you haven't played much of Elden Ring,
I have
right?
not played much at all.
So I'd imagine, well, at first I think, oh, so maybe this is a prequel. But you you say, I remember exactly the panel. You mentioned that like the main character shows up and it's just like
And face down,
bare
his ass out.
bare ass face first in the ground. And all I can think of is like, the hero emerges.
Yes.
But yes, all I remember about Elden Ring, which I need to actually play it because I've heard so many people say that it's amazing. But I remember just from like the opening cutscene, it's like the all-knowing, and then suddenly goes the dung eater. Then it gets to the dung eater, and then it tries to go back to being serious, and I'm like, nope. I'm not gonna let you weasel out of that. Circle back to this.
This guy eats shit.
And you have him up there with the guy who is all-knowing. Does he know all the shit? What is it?
He's just a guy rattling cages.
I wouldn't know what to do with the shit if I caught it. And then he's like, I would. No!
My shit!
Whenever it's the middle of the night, you go to the bathroom.
That's me.
You take a shit. You never hear it hit water. You look down, nothing's there. He was.
All you hear is...
Oh, no. No, that makes it worse. I was going to, like, make it out to be like he's the shit grabber. Do you remember that guy?
No, I don't remember the shit
No,
grabber.
it was, I don't remember what this, do you remember? It was that guy that was like, you don't catch your doo-doo?
No.
Oh, dang it. Okay. There's this guy on some sort of podcast or talk show or something. And he was talking about how whenever he's like, yeah, I went to the bathroom, I caught it, finished up, I washed my hands. I'm like, wait, what do you mean caught it? He's like, the shit. And he's like, what are you talking about? You caught your shit? Like, why would you do that? And he's like, y'all don't catch your doo-doo? And then they're like, no! And they start getting into an argument, and they're like,
I don't want water on my butt, dude.
he's like, they're like, what happens when you have the shits? And he's like, you wash your hands. And I'm watching it, I'm like, what the actual fuck is this?
That has to be taught. Like,
You don't do that automatically, I don't think.
I never thought, maybe if I caught my shit, things would be better.
Maybe I can be stealthy if.
No.
Even then, I wouldn't be like, I need a quiet poop.
And even if I questioned it, I'd come to the conclusion of, I'd rather there be water on my butt than poop on my hands.
What about
Oh, this is a heavy one.
poop? poop on water.
My hands on butt.
Garrett, not gonna lie, that's a relationship goal for me.
Poop on the water.
No! And hand on the butt. No, I don't want to be the shit catcher in a relationship. I want hand on butt. Stay focused. Opinion on the Kingdom Hearts ships. Oh, the gummy ships? I don't know that I showed many to you. The one that looks like the regular default high wind, I'm like, all right, this looks like I can get behind this. It looks like sort of a Lego-y ship. Like, yeah, sure. But then I see like some of the other ones where it's just like a giant rectangle with two tiny ships next to it, and I'm like, what? And there's another one that looks like a fighter jet in space, which that one's called Falcon, which, all right, I have nothing bad to say about that one. It actually looks really fucking cool. The other ones that are like the special ones are a bit weird because some of them are like just Easter eggs of other games. Because like one of them is Cloud on a motorcycle, the main boy from Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a nod to like the movie they did where he was on the bike. Like, all right, cool, get that. Doesn't make sense in space, but then again, it's Kingdom Hearts. Sure, why not? But then there's other things that are like, yeah, this doesn't, no. Where one of them's a cactuar, which is a tiny cactus man from Kingdom Hearts, or not Kingdom Hearts, from Final Fantasy, which can be either like one of the easiest things you fight or a nightmare because it has an attack called 1,000 Needles, which hits you with 1,000 needles and each of them does 1 damage. And lower levels, that will kill you in 1 hit. So it's like, yeah, it could be easy or terrible. That is it. Him basically doing the almost the bad German symbol shape. He's sort of like stuck that way, but it kind of looks like a funny pose whenever he does it. It's just that thing flying through space, and I was like, all right, I suspended disbelief for like the Cloud on the motorcycle blocky thing. Like, all right, cool, got that. He's on a vehicle. I can at least explain that in my brain. When I get to that one, I'm like, flying cactus? No. And there are like so many others.
So you're telling me that Kingdom Hearts had the evil throwing star as a spaceship?
Well, he looks like that in the games too. Well, I take that back. At least in Final Fantasy VII Remake, he will.
You're telling me there's a flying 4 hockey sticks flying in space.
And he's not spinning either. He's just going straight. Which, if he was spinning like ass over tea kettle,
just,
like a throwing star.
Everyone else all throws you a look, just
and then just
see what I did.
He's getting motion sick.
He's like a 12-year-old edgelord flying through space.
Oh, dang it. I look back and all I see is, oh, you sweet summer child. And I'm like, oh, no. When was that said? What did I say? Building gummy ships is kind of fun once you get the hang of it, though. It is, yes. The problem is I have... What is it? I have, like, the mind of, like, a D&D world builder, but also the patience of a squirrel.
And the tail of a goose.
Yeah. I remember there was one thing that I think I told you this before, where, like, yeah, you can make your own ship. What some people will do, actually, take it back. The big speedrun thing to do in Kingdom Hearts 2 is, let me put a pin in that and say this for clarity. Whenever enemy ships shoot you, they're aiming for very center of your hitbox thingy on the ship.
Small, miss small.
Yep, they're aiming for dead center. So what speedrunners will do is they will just get a bunch of blocks to make a hollow square.
Oh.
And then add boosters on the back and cannons and stuff. So whenever they fire at you, it will just go straight through you because they're aiming for the middle and there's nothing in the middle. It's so funny, like, seeing, like, this wall of laser fire just going after you and just goes straight through you. Unless you, like, run into, like, an asteroid, you can't really get hurt. I meant K8 ships as in fan pairings. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I went on this whole tangent about gummy ships, and you meant character shipping. You've heard of ships, right, Garrett?
Character shipping?
It's like in a TV show or a movie or book, whatever, where it's two characters that you think have great chemistry and would work well, either as, like, friends, lovers, like relationships, like anything. You think they go well together. So whenever I saw K8 ships, I was like, I haven't dove into the fan fiction in, we'll say, at least like 6 years. So I was like, oh, you must mean the ships in the game. I'm kind of a fan of Axel Roxas. Sora Kairi is kind of the default. But, who are the other characters? Oh gosh, there is so many fan pairings with the different Final Fantasy characters that were from different games, or Final Fantasy games, because in each Final Fantasy game it has this set of characters and they do not intersect with any of the games before or after unless it is part of the same universe, which the only time they did that was in like Final Fantasy X and X-2 and 13 and 13-2, and there might have been like an extra DLC for the 13. But like other than that, each numbered one is its own separate thing, but it might mention like an old country or an old place that was in another one, but like it won't say, oh, it was in this specific place. They'll just mention it offhand and you'll be like, oh, they have that thing too, or they know that place. Anyway, I say all that to say, like, all of them are separate. So whenever they came into Kingdom Hearts and all of them were in one game, people were like, oh, they meet each other now. So now I can write fan fiction on how things would go between them. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's what got some people into the shipping, was because, oh, now they're all meeting. I don't know how old anyone is in Kingdom Hearts anymore. Because I've heard, like, Sora was 13 or 14. Riku was, like, 15, like, or was 14 when it started. And then it never says how old he is in the game. It's only, like, oh, the creator said it, or just fan theories said it. Like, I don't know that I've seen it on, like, official media where they say everyone's age. So everyone's just kind of, oh, they're this. It's like, okay. Akuroku. Is that the ship name? I forget that every ship has, it's not just this/this. It's like the couple's name where they like smoosh them together.
Yeah.
I have no, oh yeah, I was like, where did that come from? Oh yeah, me messing up ships for ships. Do you have that for, you know what, we're going to say that you do. For Resident Evil, any character that if you don't think that they should end up together, that you were at least like, God, I wish these two met each other. Because like Leon wasn't part of Stars, I don't think.
No.
But like a lot of the old Stars people you see throughout multiple games, but they don't really interact with everyone else.
There's never really a romance to it.
I guess that's why I said, like, what about these two people? Do you wish they ever met and became friends? This feels like a teenage girl's sleepover kind of thing of like, who do you like?
I mean, the next game is going to have, oh, so I've heard, Leon and Jill Valentine. So the main characters of Resident Evil 2 and 3. And it's going to deal with, I guess, the aftermath of Village. Like maybe there's some remnants of mold people on like an island or something. And
That'd
it might
be terrifying.
Have similar gameplay to Resident Evil 4, and I guess 3 at the same time. It's like, it'd be cool if it's like, okay, you're playing as Leon, you have the knife training, you have all this stuff. You're basically playing Resident Evil 4, but over here. And then same with Jill, because there was a dodge option for her campaign. Well, I mean, there was a dodge option for 4 as well. But, yeah, years go by. She could be trained in martial arts like Leon. But maybe she could have the same thing in 3, where, like, yeah, she may not be an expert knife fighter, but maybe she's an expert in something else. Maybe lockpicking. Because she's the master of unlocking.
And was almost a Jill sandwich.
She was almost a Jill sandwich.
That was like, God. So you've played the OGs, or have you played the remakes?
I've played a very, very small amount of the OG Resident Evil.
Okay, have you gotten to where Barry actually says that to
No.
Jill? Because, like, the voice acting and, like, all of it is just horrible. But I love it. But whenever it's like, you're almost a Jill sandwich, it was like that 90s sort of
almost a Jill sandwich. Why don't we go and kill these zombies over here?
It had that 90s feel of just like, what the fuck? All right, let's go with it.
And the live action intro of the original, and like
Nelson or whatever his name was.
Some dude that was like a Val Kilmer lookalike. Just
yeah.
It's just like the hair, like the bleached hair.
Pikachu yellow hair.
Yeah, the Wesker.
Yes. I remember, because like the opening thing, which I guess the live action actress was Jill.
Yeah.
And like one of the dudes got mauled by like a zombie dog, and she was like, no, but like her face did not change at all. Like, yeah, like the volume changed, but her face stayed exactly the same. So it really felt like, Stop! Don't come back.
The game was terrifying to everybody back in the 90s.
Oh, I believe it. Whenever, because like I saw like the first, I've seen speed runs of it, and the first time that the dogs jumped through the windows, that would have scared the shit out of me when I was younger. Because I'd be like, oh, I'm not safe! Because at first I'm guessing you hear them barking or whatever outside. And you're like, oh, they can't get me, they're outside. Or if it didn't, that'd be a great build-up. But whenever they like through and you're like, shit! Because it's like, I have a gun. Yes, but they're dogs and aiming in this game is shit.
Yes.
That's how you get killed.
I heard they might also they've been talking about, well, of course they've talked about remaking the first Resident Evil and make it a bit more modern gameplay instead of fixed camera, tank controls.
Or if it's an option to have either or, but if you have the old camera or all that, it still looks nice.
That'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, it would be nice to see that through a modern lens. Would be but they'd they'd still keep it probably like that time maybe. Otherwise, people would be like, "Why didn't you call for help?"
They no, they did keep it around that time. Like Resident Evil 4, it takes place in 2004. The remake still.
Dang, it's hard for me to like click that together in my brain because it came out like so recently, but it's still just a remake of one that did come out then. So I guess that makes sense.
There is a Resident Evil story that's still continuing to around this year, which was Resident Evil 7 and 8. That one was the modern time.
Right.
And this one, Resident Evil 9, like I said, with the Leon and Jill, that one's going to be like modern day Leon and Jill Valentine. So they're going to be a bit older. I'm not going to say geezer older, but like middle-aged to, maybe like 40 something maybe.
I would love to see like not old man Leon, but like grizzled older Leon that's not as fast
even
as
more grizzled Leon. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about this zombie shit. I know how to knife fight. I had to kill my brother Krauser. I had to have sex with Jill Valentine. No, with Claire. Sorry, to keep the red line blood pure.
Is that supposed to be a thing in the game that you're playing now?
I don't know.
Okay, because I knew it was a meme from
There
somewhere.
was somewhere. I have seen it.
Because like we played all the way
Where-
up to this and haven't seen it yet.
Chris was like, "You have to have sex with my sister, so we keep the red
The bloodline pure.
the bloodline pure or something like that." And just it was weird. I think it was a movie. It was one of the animated movies.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Because we were expecting it that whole time in Resident Evil 6, and then nothing came about it.
Yes, I really, really was.
Well, James, do you think that's about it for today? After the keeping our bloodlines pure and having kisses with sisters?
I did the thing you
I don't
did.
like what I said.
I did the thing
I
that you
don't-
did.
I don't like what I said.
What'd you say? What?
I'm gonna take that back.
I was looking at you kind of like how you look, where you were looking at me earlier, and you were like, "Oh shit, that just happened to me right now." What did you say at all?
Do you want to end it?
Oh, okay, sure.
Well,
well,
YouTube's just buffering.
Stream started buffering, so yeah, I guess we can end it there. Unfortunately, because I think Saturday is Easter. I'm not.
Sunday
up for,
is.
Sunday is. I have a thing at my family's on Saturday, so I can't then. And do you have family stuff on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll probably just take the weekend off.
yeah, and we'll be back on next Wednesday.
Be back a week from now, 6
Playing
p.m.
this now.
6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I
Love you.
love you.
Bye.
Bye.